Hello, welcome to our comprehension video for Wednesday. Our genre this week is realistic fiction. Realistic fiction is things that are make-believe, but the story could possibly happen in real life. Objective: what will I do today? Today I will listen actively to a realistic fiction story, mission accomplished, read aloud by me, Miss Shaw, and think about the character, setting, and plot of the story. So you're going to need to get your own book and turn to page 31 so we can read together. Our teaks are K.1.A. Yesterday we talked about some features of realistic fiction. So as we read the story, think about the characters, who are the people in the story, the setting, where the story takes place, and the events of the story. Events are also known as the plot. What happens in the story are the events or the plot of the story. Before we start the story, we need to talk about what it means to use your imagination. When you use your imagination, you can pretend to do things and go places that you've never been. Look at this picture. It says you can use your imagination when you play. So this little girl is making a rocket ship out of boxes. She's not really making a rocket ship, she's using her imagination. So you can see these little bubbles, those are called thought bubbles. And when we use our imagination, we're thinking about things in our mind that aren't really happening, but in our mind they're happening. So today our characters are going to use their imagination. So they're going to be going places and doing things that they're not really doing. It's all in their imagination. So find your book and turn to page 31. This is our story of the week. Every week we have a different story and we read it together a couple of times and we talk about it. Today we're just going to listen to Miss Shaw read the story, and your job is to be thinking about the characters and different ways they're using their imagination in the story. Tomorrow, I'm going to read this story and I'm going to be asking some questions for you to be thinking about. So our title of our story is Mission Accomplished. Our genre is realistic fiction. The author who wrote the story is Ebony Joy Wilkins. Illustrated by Kevin Zimmer. The author writes the words and the illustrator draws the pictures. So it says turn to page 31. We're going to read the story together. As I read, think about the characters, the setting, and what happens in the story. Rena, we need more rocks. Where can we find some? I can see two characters on this page, a little boy and a girl named Rena. Here's our characters, a little boy and a girl named Rena. I know where. We can go to Mars. Wow, Rena says they can go to Mars and find some rocks. Mars is a planet. Do you think you could travel there to find rocks? Buckle up, Christopher. Mars, here we come. And you can see, just like before, these little bubbles, they look like clouds. This is Rena using her imagination to imagine them going to Mars. And now we know the name of the second character. His name is Christopher. So they're both going to use their imagination to travel to Mars to gather up some rocks. This rock is shaped like a cube. I'll take it. So Rena isn't actually on Mars. She's using her imagination and imagining that she found a rock shaped like a cube. And we learned yesterday that a cube is a 3D object shaped like a box or a dice, if you think about it. This rock is shaped like a circle. I'll take it. Now Christopher found a rock shaped like a circle. Do you see how he is in that bubble? He's using his imagination. This rock is shaped like a square. I'll take it. Now they're imagining they found a square-shaped rock on Mars. This rock is shaped like a triangle, but there's no room. Oh no, they found another rock, but they ran out of room in their bag. I have room. Mission accomplished. Let's go home. So now it shows them back to real life on their seesaw, and they're imagining that they just left Mars, and now they're going to go home with their rock collection. Looks like they've decided to share. Their mission to find rocks on Mars has been accomplished. A mission is something you try to do. Tomorrow, we're going to read the story, and I want you to be thinking about more questions that Miss Shaw is going to ask you about the story. And then on the next day, you're going to draw the characters from the story. Thank you. See you tomorrow.